Testing, testing. What up, YouTube? Hope you are doing very, very well. Now, this is going to be a one-hit wonder. That means that I push record, and that's it. No editing, no nothing, except straight facts. Now, yesterday, I went for a hike with one of my very, very good friends, Jonathan Templeton. Absolute legend. If you don't know who he is, you want to be checking him out on all the socials, YouTube's, Instagram, all these sorts of things, right? Very, very wise. So in the morning, first thing, we set off on our little adventure. We jumped in the car and we started yapping away as we do. We don't catch up very often, but when we do, it is always very, very profound. Now, we ended up going for maybe like a 2-hour hike, and we talked about every single thing that you could possibly talk about within 2 hours. I got a few notes here that I want to share with you, and I truly do think and believe and know that they're going to help you change the way that you think, feel, and act. So sit back, relax, and get settled in for a little bit of change, wisdom, and profundity that you can use in order to help you in your life and whatever it is that you're doing. Let's have a look. Number one, we were talking about change and different people and working with others and working with ourselves. And one of the things that John said is, do you know what really significantly changed my life? When I was working with someone, whatever it is that they were going through, in my mind, I was like, you know what? You don't even have to change anything. You can be just who it is that you are, and I'm going to love you, and I'm going to accept you just as you are. And in my mind, in that moment, I thought, what a beautiful experience for that person to be experiencing from someone else. No matter what it is that you've done, no matter where it is that you go, no matter who it is that you are, to have someone else love you and accept you for who it is you are, that blew my mind. I was like, oh my God, why am I not doing that to myself? And that's when the penny dropped. And I started saying to myself, I'm like, hey, no matter what it is that you're going through right now, I love you and I accept you for what it is and who it is that you are right here and right now. And in that moment, I mean, this was literally yesterday. We went on this hike yesterday, right? In that moment, many things begin to change within my body. I didn't really think much of it. I sort of just did it, and we were in the car coming home. I just left it. But then later on, he sent me a message like, hey man, always good to catch up. How are you feeling? And I said, oh, I don't know, bro. There's something going on within inside myself. It's like the body has changed. I felt the shift within my body, but my mind is catching up. And it's a really, really powerful, really powerful piece of wisdom that you can start using for yourself. Start repeating to yourself, and even people that you love and care about, no matter what. I'm going to love and accept you for who it is that you are. I promise you, just that alone will absolutely change the game. Now, the second thing that we talked about, or John talked about, I did a lot of listening because I was fascinated by this. I'm like, dude, tell me more. Keep going, right? He was talking about like the difference between free will and having a will that is free. And I was like, bruh, you got to explain. What are you talking about? And he said, well, look at it like this, right? Think about it like this. You think that you have free will to make decisions and do the things that you so-called want to do. And he said, within reason, that is true. But the problem is when you make a decision, that decision was made and calculated by the script, by the timeline, by the experience that you've already had in the past. So that decision was not necessarily based out of free will. You think that it was based out of free will and that you made it all by yourself, but you didn't. The difference between having free will and a will that is free is that you consciously understand and know whereabouts this decision is coming from. So the decision is not coming from fear or anger or sadness or even excitement from the past or benefits from the past or whatever it is that it might be. You are actually making the decision based on where it is that you are right now and both the benefits and the drawbacks of it. And when you do that, your decision will be so much more so-called pure. It'll be so much more powerful because it's not based on what it is that you've done in the past. So if you think about this, your so-called free will, these decisions that you're making, when they are based on the script and the timeline from the past, all you're doing is you are repeating old information. You are repeating the past, recreating the past in the now moment. And guess what? That's not you. That's not what you want to do. You don't want to be doing that. So think about what it is that you're doing and understand and ask yourself the question, where's this decision actually coming from? Is it coming from information from the past, or is it actually coming from a balanced, neutral perspective of where I am right now? I found that very, very fascinating. I'm like, well played, sir. I like that one. I like that one a lot. We got two more. I think this is very, very powerful, right? Integrating both the positive and the negative. So if you've got certain things going on within your life, both so-called positive and negative, ask yourself the question and reconcile what it is that's going on by finding both the so-called light and the darkness in every single situation. Because when you find the light and the darkness, the benefit and the drawback, the good and the bad, the in and the out, the up and the down, whatever it is that you want to label it as, you are going to find that you get an immense amount of peace, balance, and harmony within inside of yourself. And guess what? That's going to help you to make decisions moving forward into the so-called future, into the things that you truly want to do. So what do? You balance it out. You ask yourself two questions. What's the benefit and what's the drawback? Once you get them as close as possible, as balanced as possible, you within inside of yourself are going to get an immense amount of relief. You'll come back into peace, balance, and harmony. Something to think about. And then the very last one, this was probably more so my side, or my sort of 2 cents into the conversation we're having right at the very end. I always talk a lot about parts, right? So if someone's doing something and they have got a problem or a challenge, there is a very, very high degree that who they are now in this moment is not the part of them that has the problem or the challenge. They might be experiencing it as a whole, but the root cause of the part is actually coming from the past, which links into what it is that John was talking about, as in everything is coming from your past memory, your past information, or your past timeline or script, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same shit, right? And I just think it's like really, really powerful, because if you can understand, hang on a second, I'm going through whatever it is that I'm going through. What part of me has the problem? Because it's probably not you now. You're experiencing it now, but that doesn't mean that it's you that is the cause of the problem. So you ask yourself the question, what part of me has this problem or challenge? And then the next question is, it's like, well, what does this part need in order to be free, in order to be at peace, in order to be at balance, in order to be at harmony? Because when you do that, you'll probably find an immense amount of relief. You'll probably find an immense amount of wisdom that you can use in order to make your life not necessarily better, but you can make it more balanced, more whole, and you can have more acceptance for yourself. So these are just a few things. These are just a few things, right? We talked about a lot, but these are just a few things that I wanted to make this little video on, because I know that even in this 8 to 10 minute video, there's a lot of really powerful principles and tools that you can use, whether you have stumbled across this video or whether this is something that you watch, religiously. You're going to get something out of it. So there you go. There's my little insights for this video. As always, I truly hope it helped out. Let me know in the comments section, what were some of the things that stood out to you the most, and what are some of the things that you're going to do and implement in your own life moving forward into what it is that you truly want. As always, I truly hope that it helped out. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.